Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Nancy Drew, the Deadly Device. My name is Michael Gray, and with me is Phoenix.
Hey, everyone.
So I've sort of played around with the settings to make the voices able to be heard, because I got some comments on the previous videos that the voices didn't come through. Oh, hey, I was at a second chance? You want to see the second chance?
An explosion. Okay, let's do that.
We need to get the system shut down before the grid goes critical.
Kill Nancy?
Get all those switches powered off. I'll do the rest.
Hit all the wrong buttons. Try putting them all on high power. Maybe that's it.
That'll be really difficult.
Well, last time we turned them all off, so, might blow out a fuse.
Okay, all the ones are on, right? And now I press the button. Oh, that's the reset button. That's the button at the bottom. Huh. Yeah, no. Okay, I'll figure out how to kill her sometime later. That's gonna take forever. We were going to do something interesting. We were going to call the Hardy Boys.
Yes,
and you had a story to tell about that, right?
Oh, yeah. I got to hear all of their recordings and everything. It was so awesome. I got to take pictures with them and shake their hand and see them record it. I did post some of the recordings of their actual, what they said and such for the game, so might be able to see some of those things here and then see them actually recording in the studio booth as well.
So are they actually brothers, the guys who do the voices?
Oh, no, they're not brothers.
They're not related.
At all. They look really different though. But that's always like fun and exciting. And I didn't get as much recording as I wanted of Frank Hardy because he needed a lead to like fill him in, to lead him in with the words and such. So I got to be Nancy while we were doing the recording practices. So I was pretending to be Nancy, and then Frank would say something right after that because Nancy's back and forth on the phone. So in the recording studio, I was pretending to be Nancy to help lead him in with his lines. It was very exciting.
This is so cool having you here. You know everything. You're fantastic. I mean, we checked the comments earlier, and you've got like a 75% approval rating, so yes, you are fantastic.
Okay, alright, I appreciate that.
So this is whatever you call it, Frank and Joe from game number 13, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to number 15, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call him.
Nancy, Frank was just talking about you.
Oh yeah? Is that so?
Just recounting the time. So how are you? How's Colorado?
Science-y.
Awesome. Not bad.
I want to catch you up on the case.
Give us the deets. Joe, there's already a word that means what you're trying to say. Frank, it's a language, not a museum. Tear down the velvet rope standing in the way of your word imagination. Joe. Sorry, Nancy. Please go ahead.
I was called in to solve a cold case murder.
Whoa, a murder! I am flabber worried. Isn't that a little on the dangerous side?
It might be.
I wish we could be there to help.
Where are you?
We're on a submarine. Well, currently it's a boat, but intermittently it's a submarine.
What are you doing on a submarine?
It's sort of a long story, and we're still putting the pieces together. Not gonna lie, Nancy, it's some pretty sweet stuff. Crime syndicates, pirate treasure, and there's some talk of pirate ghosts, but no confirmations as of yet. But fingers crossed. More importantly, tell us about you.
What do we want to pick here?
Let's talk with them, so tell them the full scoop.
I do like the Hardy Boys, but I have a horrible memory and I can never tell which one is Frank and which one is Joe.
Frank is like the one who said that awkward stuff in the beginning, like, you remember that one time? No, I'm just kidding. And Joe's the funny one with all the silly lines.
Okay, so Joe's the one who's making up all sorts of crazy words.
Yeah, the word imagination. He had to like record that 3 times and it was really funny.
That's fantamazing. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the full scoop. Victor, the lab owner, called me in to help solve a cold case.
Why did he call you? Isn't this a job for the police?
Well, that's the thing. The police hit a dead end, and Nico, the researcher who was killed, all of his papers were put into evidence.
And they stay in evidence until the case is closed, right?
Exactly.
What makes the paper so important?
Apparently, Nico was very close to making his research public. The research was supposedly going to revolutionize the way power is created and delivered in this country. Well, the world, really. Victor wants the papers released before anyone else connects the dots.
If it's such a big deal, how come he didn't go to some big private eye or something? Joe, probably because Nancy's got a very well-deserved reputation of being the best there is. I'm sorry, Nancy. I didn't mean it that way. It just seems like a really big job.
I thought the same thing, trust me. But he thinks because of my age, no one will suspect I'm undercover. I hope he's right.
Oh, undercover. That makes sense. Cool. Keep us up to date. We'll do everything we can to help.
You know, I was just thinking that, the Hardy Boys would get a little jealous, though. It's like, hey, if they've got a cool mystery, why didn't they call us here, Nancy?
Oh, well, the guy didn't even like Nancy that much anyway, so there's no way he's, like, bringing on two guys as well.
Okay, so what should we talk about? We could talk about pretty much everything, huh?
That's true. I'll let you decide. I decided the last one.
Okay, fine. I'll go with, let's go with Gray.
I met Gray.
What's his story?
He doesn't seem like a people person.
He doesn't seem like a people person.
As person people, Frank and I disapprove. Keep an eye on him.
As person people. Oh,
I love Joe. He's so funny.
Hardy Boys.
I met Ellie.
The verdict?
So when the Hardy Boys grow up, are they going to be called the Hardy Men?
I don't know. That's a good question. Does anyone grow up in these games, though?
No. I think Nancy's still like a teenage sleuth, so...
Yeah, she's going to be like 19 at her oldest and just stop there.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. Is Ellie... Do we like Ellie or not?
She's... I don't know. We didn't... I mean... Was she kind of quiet? She wasn't quiet. She was sassy, so...
Yeah. Let's go with hiding something.
I think she's hiding something.
Then she must be. I mean, when are you wrong about this stuff? I can't think of once.
Okay, let's talk with Deirdre.
Deirdre's decided to help me out.
Yeah.
What's in it for her?
A passing grade.
Oh, lucky. I wonder who her teacher is. I foiled 3 art heists, and did that help my art history grade? No, it did not. Rescue a stolen Vermeer, yet you still get a C.
Rough times, man.
Well, that's why you shouldn't take art history class.
I've taken 3, and I have to take 1 more next semester. Don't even talk about that.
Oh, no. See, I got through college without taking any art classes whatsoever.
No, that's what I get for being an art minor. That's okay. It's fun stuff.
Yeah.
Fun times.
I just saw a really cool Tesla coil demo.
You just said the one thing that could make me wish I wasn't on a submarine. I agree. I've always wanted to see one up close.
It was really impressive. They're definitely on the dangerous side.
Not really. Well, they can be if they're wired up wrong, but overall they're pretty safe.
Do you know much about Tesla coils?
Are you kidding? I'm the biggest Nikola Tesla fan in the world. I think. It might be a tie. I'll allow that.
All right, so they both love Nikola Tesla.
I didn't know you two were Tesla fans.
Tesla was like a real-life wizard. Well, his contributions to the scientific community are the most boring things to talk about when it comes to Tesla, Frank. He carried around an earthquake machine and built death rays. That stuff is probably blown out of proportion. I will not have you in boring Tesla, Frank. He was one of the few scientists who truly valued crazy giant lightning storms. When he was bored, he and Mark Twain would take turns electrocuting themselves. I mean, come on! The flashy stuff is cool, Joe. But what really impresses me is how all of these seemingly crazy things he dreamed up are now being proven to be actually possible.
Like wireless energy.
Yeah, and harvesting energy from space and the Earth itself. Wait, is that what Nico was working on?
I don't know all of the details exactly, but it seems like it.
Amazing!
We can harvest energy from space?
Apparently so. More details to follow.
Just sit and wait, and maybe we'll discover it, yeah. That'd be cool. I keep wishing somebody will create an infinite energy source, and then we can all switch to electric cars and not have to pay so much money for gasoline.
Oh, I know.
Oh, how much is it in your place? Because over here, it recently in California, it went over $5.
No, it's like, it went down over here. The lowest I saw that was $3.55.
That's still ridiculous.
Yeah. Usually it's like $3.70 and such, but it went down, and I figure that's because of the presidential elections. They're just trying to like, I feel it's gonna go skyrocketing back up as soon as someone gets elected for whatever reason.
Okay, well let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the game.
Sorry. Focus. Last question. Let's go.
I need help getting into the lab.
There's got to be something in the building to help. A key card, maybe? Oh, maybe you could find a way to program your own.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Talk to you later.
So we need to find one then to program it, right?
Yeah, I guess that's it. Let's call Deirdre.
What's up?
What do you know about surveillance video?
That you watch it?
Have you heard of cases where the video has been faked?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
How can you tell if the video's been edited in some way?
It's getting harder and harder to tell. But the number one thing you need to do is to make sure that you've got the original video feed. If you don't, analyzing the data file isn't going to do you much good.
Is there a way to know if I have the original?
Yeah, that's the detective part. Not in my wheelhouse.
Wheelhouse?
Bye.
Bye.
I've never used that word before. Don't ask me.
It's a house with wheels. Let's
Like a mobile home?
let's talk to Vicky.
Oh dear.
Victor
Nancy,
Lossett.
hi.
Can you tell me a little bit about Ellie?
She's got that small-town girl act down pat. I guess I just can't tell who she really is.
Can you tell me anything about Gray?
I don't know much about him. He was one of Nico's hires.
Nico brought Gray on?
Yes, I have no idea why. He's a head case. Watch yourself around him. Understand?
Do you think Gray could have killed Nico?
I don't know if he did, but I don't doubt he could have. Between you and me, if I didn't want him here to be investigated, I would have fired him immediately. Do not tell him that. I don't know how he might react. It could be really ugly.
That would be bad.
Your boss
Don't
didn't
do it.
fire you because he thinks you might be a murderer.
That's a good conversation to have.
Can you tell me a little bit about Nico?
He was an amazing scientist. Years ahead of his time.
How long have you worked together?
Decades.
Did you spend any time together outside of work?
I don't know if there was much outside of work for Nico. So no.
How did you hear about me?
Through a close friend. You've impressed a lot of people, Nancy.
Why did you hire me and not a big investigation firm?
The crew has been questioned a lot, as you can imagine. Everyone's defenses are up. You can pull off the undercover work without drawing too much suspicion. I know it's a long shot, but I've heard good things. And I already tried the by-the-book way, and that got me nowhere.
Okay.
I better get going.
Bye.
So Nancy was plan B. That's what he's saying.
She's not the by the book kind of way, because he knows that's not how we roll.
Yeah. Nancy.
All right.
Whoa, text message.
Is it from Ned?
I found a quarter, but then it fell into a puddle.
He's having a rough life. Man, that's so sad.
His girlfriend's
Dude, I feel bad that
gone,
we
then
can't
he
text
loses his
back.
quarter, yeah. Poor fellow. In any case, I think that'll be it for this video. This will be the phone call video.
Do you see that phone charm on the couch over there?
Wait, there's a phone charm on the couch? Yes,
Hello?
it's Saturn.
Woo! Okay, now you can end the video.
Okay, good. Thank you.